Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Kati and today is confession time. So I'm going through how I spent my precious stationery money in March 2025, and I start to feel like that I would benefit mostly from a plaster sponsor, or I would need some own customized Kati Plans plasters. But yeah, so today we have, I think this was My Little Pony. Yeah, I was so careful until last night. So I was already like, yay, I get to film without a plaster. But no, but it is what it is. But yeah, let's go to my March spending tracker. And if you are, no, March, not April. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you want to know some more about this, how I decide on the amount and some more details, I will link my last confession video, because that's where I went through this whole system and I explained more in detail my spending plan for this year. But here's my spending tracker for March, and I was good in February, so no spending, and actually also January, no spending. No, that's not January. Here is January. Yeah, my months don't go in right order. So I didn't spend anything on stationery in January or February. So I had in the beginning of March 100 euros, and I gave myself the 50 euros that I have decided now that I want to give myself for stationery every month. So I had 150 euros when the month started, and okay, in fun money I didn't have anything to give myself, so I went on with the 74 euros 54 cents that I had saved from February. Yeah, my March spending. So here I did spend some fun and stationery money, and this was, we went to a new, that was just opened, a new, I don't know actually what's the name in English, you can let me know, but when I put it in the translator, it said self-service flea market. We went there and I found this, and I couldn't pass. Oh, this is so shiny and metallic. So I love these Brunnen notebooks, which are 90 GS and paper, but this isn't what I normally use. So this is a dot grid journal, and I use these, this is A4 size. I use these for my morning pages, and I keep them in this nice folder. And here is what I normally use. But these have gone up in price. I have bought these for years for $2.99, but now lately they have been $3.49. And that's considering these that are this kind of cover. There were some that were just like that metallic cover, a bit fancier. Those were even more expensive, but because I keep it in my folder, I never see the cover. I don't mind the cover, so I have been buying these lined ones, and I just love the paper. It's lovely to use with fountain pens when I write in the morning, but it has to be the 90 GSM, and this notebook was the 90 GSM version, so I love it. I have once bought by accident an 80 GSM version of this. I didn't even know that they had it until I bought it by accident. I was just excited that I got it so cheap, but then at home I realized, oh no, this is the wrong paper, and it wasn't so nice. I don't now remember if it like ghosted or even bled through, but it just wasn't as nice, so I wanted to go back to this 90 GSM paper. And of course I can't know if this has all the pages left, but it has a lot. so it's okay. And I paid €2, which was a good price because I know it's not the lined one that I normally use, but I just thought I could use it as my morning pages notebook, or I could cut those pages into inserts in different ring. Oh, yeah. No, I was just shortly thinking about my ink journal, but I could use that in some way. So I just couldn't pass it with the €2 price. So that is what I spent in stationery in March. And that is all what I spent in stationery in March, because I have my plan and my saving goal, so I have been strict. But if you watched my previous video, I did an unboxing in March, and that is because I asked for this planner cover for my birthday. And because I want to be open and share everything, I will tell you it cost €154.28. So it was this VDS Palm Junior, so the pocket size ring planner, and my spouse bought this for my birthday when I asked him, and these have gone up in price. So when I bought this previously full price, it was in last October, and back then this was €106, and they have raised the price to €110, so a €4 increase. And in the end, the shipping price is still exactly the same, but when we add the taxes, so in the end the increase is €4.84. So this was €149.44. So last year it was still nicely little under €50. So you could get one of these with €150. Nowadays it's not possible anymore. So as I said, this was $154.28. This is the VDS, so Wonderspec ready-made planner. And so I can't decide anything else but the ring size and ring color. For the junior, I can decide on if I want to 20 or 25 millimeter rings, and if I want silver or gold rings. The ring size doesn't change the price of the product, but if I would choose the gold rings, that would add to the price. And I have had this now for little over a week in use, and I don't know. Okay, I just want, and I need to be honest. I don't know why I feel like I always get the bad products, or I don't know if that's true, or if some others also get those bad products but they don't talk about those. I don't know what's wrong with me, why I am always dissatisfied, but I just always also feel like that I want to talk about those things, because I don't want you to make a decision with wrong information or expect. Maybe that's the problem, when the expectations are so high, because I have only heard people praise Wonderspec. So when there is a problem, of course that's a disappointment, because I was expecting something premium and excellent. And yeah, I have talked about what was wrong with this. I don't now remember what video it was, but I will link it for you if you want to know about it, because that was a disappointment. So don't get me wrong, I love this, but it has things that I'm disappointed about. So I don't know if it's about this color, because this is such a light color, I can see those imperfections more, I don't know. But I saw it when I was unboxing it, but it had a black line here. But I don't know, maybe I feel like that has a bit disappeared in use. But it has some black, I don't know if I can show those to you, black spots. And I don't know what those are. Here is, so hard to show you. Here is one, and there is an other one. So it has those black spots, and I have tried to scratch them off, but I'm afraid to scratch too much. So I would somehow, there are some black spots. So I don't know what those are here too. So there are black spots, and I haven't noticed that kind of spots in others, but as I said, this is a lighter color, so maybe these do have those, but I just haven't spotted them because these are darker. And then here it's a bit like not so nicely made. I don't know again if you can see it, but I can see here a bit of the yellow glue that they have used. So that's an imperfection in my eyes. And then again, this part is not at all nicely made in my opinion. I have glued this now myself. It was like poking out and it was disgusting. So I glued this now myself in place. And I have looked now at my other planners, and it's not so, it's a tricky part. So it's not always so nicely made. So, and I'm not, this is pretty nicely made, but I'm not using those zipper compartments, so I don't mind it. But I think if I would use it a lot, it would become maybe a problem, especially at least in my palm, where this wasn't glued to its place like it's in these other ones. And of course, maybe here is maybe some glue, I don't know, but I can't see it because this is a darker color. So, but then again, if I pay, or my spouse pays, over 150 euros for a cover, I don't know how perfect it should be. And I don't know, because I don't have any customs, I don't know if they, how would I say it, like if they make those considering the details a bit more. I don't know. I hope so, because I have bought only these ready-mades, but I don't want, I have now again like reached the limit that I don't want to be always the one that is like complaining. So I don't, I sent feedback about this, but I don't think that I haven't decided yet if I would send feedback about this or ask about the black spots, or because I know now that this is sold out, so I just have to, I know that I have to live with this one. So I don't know, help me. What do you think? Should I give feedback about those black spots and this part that wasn't glued and so on, or not? So I have made now these pen loops for this. So I used things that I have in my stash, and I made these cute pen loops with a heart that go with the color so nicely. So I have one here, and then I made this for my Cavigo, and now it's like a perfect working. This is not looking nice, but I go function over prettiness, how you call it. So it just needs to be functional, and when I have my 3 pens, it's working perfectly. Yeah, so let me know what you think, if I should give them feedback about my palm. Then what else? Yeah, so there was my birthday present, and I bought a puzzle with my fun money, and then here I had to pay some taxes for a package that I was receiving, so I took that from my fun budget. But that was all spending that I did last month, so in my stationery budget I'm still going strong. And I don't know, I feel a bit, this is stupid, but I feel a bit like that I cheated because I got my birthday present, but it's my birthday and I can ask forever what I want. And as I explained, it's not easy to me to receive stationery as a birthday present, so because nobody is buying that for me, so this was a huge win for me and I'm so happy about it. So I think I'm allowed to enjoy now that I have only spent €2 of my precious stationery money, and I can go to April with €148. Here I wrote my goal that I would spend max €50 average per month this year. I hadn't written, I had only said it, but I haven't written it, so now I have written it here. And then my fun spending, this was necessary. I wouldn't have gotten my package if I wouldn't have paid for the taxes and everything. This was from the flea market, so that was extra. But this was also a puzzle that I saw, I don't remember which year it was maybe 2020, 21, when I saw it in a store and haven't seen it since. So I was a bit sad that I didn't buy it then. So now when I saw it on the flea market, I was like, okay, I need to get it. Now it's only €6, I want it. So total in fun spending €41.02, and I have spent already €107.70 in fun things. So that's €35.90 per month. So that is a lot. And well, I had made this purchase already last fall. I need to watch that because I'm not spending money here, that I don't end up spending a lot of money here. But I still had €33.52 in my fun sinking fund when we went to April. And here's my stationery sinking fund plan for this year, and I'm sad that I didn't write this with a friction because I'm now changing my plan constantly, but I'm still on target with everything, so no accidental spendings. And this €2, that wasn't bad. Of course I was thinking here, should I get it or not, but then I was like, €2, it's something that I use every day when I write my morning pages, so I think it was worth buying. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below, and if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you down below in the comments and in my next video. Bye bye!